because we have a few errands to run, and I'm not sure I want to spend money on transit. I might on the way back. But yeah, this whole move and everything and COVID throws the schedule right off. So I would love it if someone could tell me whether or not they can hear me, because I'm talking to you guys on the hands-free, and the wind keeps picking up. But this one just came in the mail. It's money I did not want to spend, but hey, here it is. That last one kind of went downstream, and I can jump in the water and go after it. Hey, Hiram, can you hear me okay? That is the question of the day. I've got the hands-free on, so I'm hoping it's going through to the haps, because it's better than, the microphone on the phone itself. Can you hear me okay? It's a beautiful day. It is gorgeous and sunny. Jacket may actually be too much, but I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt underneath, so I thought, it'll work, right? Yay! Hey, Harold. I have to head over to MAC Cosmetics because I used the last of my foundation and I realized there were other things that were out. So, yeah. And I don't know where Martin is at the moment. His phone died. At least as far as I can tell, his phone died. So I'm just going to trust and decided that being inside doing all this stuff like packing and stuff, nope. And I want to be in good spirit tonight. Vacation in sunny Florida. I wish I had short pants on. Still, still full length jeans. Isn't it a beautiful sky? Toronto's all polluted and not that bad. It's kind of dusty right now. Yeah. Dusty! And of course, because, spring's coming and everything's pollinating. Oh, Ontario's definitely a province of extremes. What can you do, right? No, this is a beautiful day. That's why I'm walking the whole hour to Mac. I decided, even though it'll make it really tight to prepare for tonight's COVID costume contest, that I had to do this. I had to walk. Hi, Irvin. Augusta, nice. And there's Katrina. There she is. Yeah, the move's getting to both of us. And I think Martin forgot to bring a booster. Actually, I think I left without a booster too. Oh, but it looks like his phone's dead or something. So eventually we'll figure out where each other is. It's crazy, but it's beautiful. Maybe he fell asleep in a park. The sky is beautiful, isn't it? Here, let me turn the camera around because I got the hands free on. I'm assuming you guys can hear me just as good with the camera turned around. Oh, it is. It's a gorgeous day. Look at this. It's only 11 degrees Celsius. At least that's what the app says. Oh, the soup kitchen. Hold on. So call time is what? 60 minutes before. Well, check-in is between 7 and 7:45. And it's a separate broadcast, so the comments can be, isolated. So all you have to do is check in and leave a comment in the comments. You don't actually have to get on. And that's the first person in will be 8:15. First person to check in will be 8:15, and then so on. 15 minutes apart. So I am going to make sure this car passes first. But I'd rather go to the other side of the street than put on my mask. Yeah, this is so weird for a Saturday in Toronto. I guess it's COVID, right? Let this car pass. And we'll cross the street. So you can tell it's a big city. Soup kitchen. But we're not going to focus on that. It's just put mask on to go past them or go other side of the street. It's easier to go other side of the street. Because, that COVID thing, really crappy. In typical Toronto, a lot of big old churches. When you think about all the different religions or variations of the same religion all these churches are and how big they are, the population really wasn't that huge. So this is pretty impressive, huh? If you ever want to do churches photo shoots, you can go all around downtown Toronto and get so many others. other than checking in. Do we need to do anything on our end to get included? Nope. Nope. We go on there at 7 to 7:45, and you just check in saying that you are ready. And the first person in gets 8:15. The next person in gets 8:30. Next person in gets 8:45, and so on and so on. Hi, Eric. There he is. Woohoo! I need some fresh air. I love the front. Here, let me show you the front of this church. I love the front of this church. Is this near the new place? No, unfortunately, this is near the old place. Where the new place is more a residential community. It's more a borough, which is part of the reason I did not want to move. I mean, we're moving away from walking distance of structures like this. But this is the older area of Toronto. This whole southeast part of Toronto is all the old original areas. Like some of these buildings go back to 1500s, mostly about late 1600s, mid 1700s. And then there's like a gap where a few buildings were built. And then it's all Victorian era after that. Now this is near the old place. This is part of the reason I did not want to move. Because being right in the older neighborhood of Toronto, like the older neighborhoods make me happy. But the building isn't making me happy. If we were making more money, I'd stay downtown. But to show you this kind of stuff from now on, I'm going to have to hop on transit or something and come down. Yeah, the new place is those boring 1960s neighborhoods. But it's a better price. Because to live down here is you get what you pay for in a way that's really not healthy. I expect it'll change to a certain degree at some point. And if we ever do make that much money again, like we were at one point in BC, we were doing really well. So if we ever get back to doing really well, then I am so moving back downtown. I miss my city. It's like an auction. First she talks about the 1600s and the 1700s, and finally she sneaks in the 1800s by mentioning the Victorian era. Sold! That's late. Victorian and Edwardian is most of BC. But Ontario goes back much further, so does Montreal. So does Quebec as a whole. And then Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, there's uncoverings of Viking settlements. Old school Toronto, exactly. I'm going to miss being in walking distance of this. Don't worry, guys. I'll hit transit just to get my walks in. I'll find an excuse to always be downtown. It's who I am. I can't stand boroughs. But I'm going to be living in one. Kind of. It's the north end of Toronto. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah. I'll get the spirits up, right? That's what tonight's going to be about, guys. Getting the spirits up. Having fun! But all it takes to establish a Viking establishment is 2 rocks and a tree. Great. You know someone from PEI. Nice. Yeah, they've been digging up a lot of old settlements. Like literally mud hut type buildings. Let me check this out. The old brick. And a lot of these do have historical plats. Sometimes you have to look for them. It's obviously not a bowling alley anymore. What? Well, plug contest like tag publicized. Well, are you gonna plug? Are you gonna plug the costume contest then? Keg cider, you already did. That would be awesome. I would love to get more contestants. I know it's last second, but with the move and everything, we were considering moving in the date, but no. No, we're going to go through with it tonight. We're going to move the date of the Irish folklore story time. I always find it humorous that you get places like this that you got a really old building, and then they've completely modified the bottom floor to be a store. You almost make you wonder what the old building looked like, right? You got old churches like this that are not as restored as other churches. This one, if I remember, is now owned by an entertainment company. You can sell the tags on the side. It's a shame because to get the tags off the old buildings, yeah, it is. Berkeley Events. To get the tags off the side of the building, you got to sandblast the old brick. You can see where an air conditioner used to be. The old stained glass, still one piece, or what it was used for, yeah. I mean, that's not in the original doors. The mail slot kind of gives it away. Those are probably the original doors. So at least they painted it to match. Here, look at the moss on the old brick. The sidewalks are done with brick. Here you go. Wait, that graffiti isn't in English and French. Canadian bacon. There you go. It was a Methodist church in 1871. So it was established as a heritage property in 1997, and it's owned by an entertainment company. I love these little details. Isn't that awesome? And the blackened brick was a very popular thing back then too. I don't know that we have a church that was converted to a concert hall. Nice. Yeah, there's some people who are all upset about the conversion, but hey, if it saves the building, I'm all for it, right? Okay, which graffiti are we talking about? I have no idea what that says. I have no idea what that says. It's their tags, right? So it's their people. It's what the Who did to make a recording studio for themselves. Did they really? That is awesome. And these old fences. You hate that? Well, you hate the conversion? The building's still standing, right? And check out this little area. It's kind of cute. And they own this building too. Of course, nothing's been happening because of COVID, so. Huntville United up the road from me. 1896 going up for sale. Wow. Not the conversion. Oh, okay. You hate the graffiti? Tell me it's the graffiti you're talking about. Yeah, I hate the graffiti too. The graffiti, yeah. I mean, I don't mind on the side of a cement underpass type thing where it's all modern cement. And they own that building too. But on historical buildings, no, it shouldn't happen. It should not happen. These guys have been here forever, Benjamin Moore. A lot of these buildings over here are low income and, government. A lot of people who live in the downtown core in these particular little next to the core areas are all low income and government funding and stuff like that. But because Martin and I are freelancers, we're not allowed to apply. I'm not sure I want to live in an apartment building like that anyway. To me, it's still too big. I don't like having to comply with that many people, to have my life. A few, that's fine, like a 2-plex or a 4-plex, maybe a 6. Martin's costume show. I'm assuming you guys can hear me all right with the hands-free on. I decided, even though I could be preparing and everything, I needed the walk, I needed the fresh air.
Right about the one at Chelsea for
you. The last church I used to practice my pipes in, living in an apartment, would have been ideal for an event, music hall conversion. Well, is it gone or is it still there? We have an art district in downtown Phoenix. Sort of art that's been tagged. Oh man. Yeah, it's like Underpass Park. Gorgeous art. But people keep tagging it. Artists, take pictures of your work. The second you're done. Because cities do this. I always thought these were neat. I could never tell. You see the ones with the archways? The three-window bay window in it? Because this window and that window match. And that window, and like they all match. If you look at that one there and that one there, they got this archway. So it's almost like the window was added after the fact. Like just stuck in there. And if you look at the type of brick, these three are the same brick. And those are the same brick. And then those are the same brick. So it's kind of interesting how many conversions these buildings have had over the years. You see what I mean, huh? Got the two arched double windows and the square ones in the middle. You got a similar situation over here. I thought about the building getting such a conversion while practicing there. It wasn't a cool old church, so it wouldn't feel like a loss the same way. Oh, that's a shame. Well, buildings need to have stories, you know? Buildings need to have stories. Even a new building has to build its stories. If you don't let it build its stories, then you don't have a history. You don't have a history. You've got nothing to create an identity. We can't relive history, but we can sure respect it and appreciate it. I think that's a lamb in the middle. I always wondered if that building was a butcher shop originally. Can you see the little lamb? Yay, that's right, it's the first day of spring. That train looked like Luke Stanspeter? I was not paying attention, my apologies. We're not taking the streetcar, are we? There we go, see? There's a lamb up there. I'm wondering if the building was a butcher originally. And now it's a barber, so I guess it's a similar thing. Everyone, come back tonight. Let's have some fun. Let's get dressed up with everything we got at home. As you see, this area is referred to as Moss Park. It's one of the, can't say poorer areas, but I guess that's the best way to put it. It's actually an area that I used to go do day camp in. I'm up that way. And we used to go to the Moss Park pool at one time. So you can see the brick painted and wearing down. And obviously there used to be a door here. There's not now, and the windows are bricked in. If these buildings could talk, huh? Streetcar, train, hovercraft, call it what you want. They're called streetcars, Don. I know Seattle doesn't have streetcars, but come on. You see the old brick kind of poking through the paint job. Now, this whole area that's fenced off had, a few weeks ago only, a lot of homeless people. So it looks like they probably removed them and fenced it all off so they can't come back, probably to try to get the grass to pop back. Run at the door. You'll pass right through. Trust me, it's just a mirage. Check this out. Isn't this gorgeous? They really went at this building. Isn't that beautiful? And the silhouettes in the window are to keep the birds from smacking into it. Because that's not what we want. Oh, there are still some homeless people in there, but there's tents over there. Huh. Oh, and there's porta potties too. Okay, so I was wrong. They brought the porta potties. Interesting. So why the fence, I wonder? See, all these buildings are old brick with like modern stores in the front. Wally, I love this. And just like BC, a lot of the antique stores do a lot of prop rentals. Like not the kind of props we build, but more like furniture. Yeah, see, there's a few tents. Huh? I wonder what the story is. See, this upsets me. The remains of a needle. That upsets me. It takes one kid to get curious, right? Not much you can do. I'm supposed to call in all the time, but no one really does. There's the armory. Moss Park has our armory. See the military trucks at the back. It's like all these old buildings still standing. Oh, there we go. The local businesses don't seem to mind. Actually supportive. Everyone join us tonight. I just gotta whiff the garlic and smell garlic. Oh, wow, hang on, Don. I'm supposed to read that. Last year we dove in a marina where we were told that we had to watch for used needles. We had to watch for things like broken bottles. Found a lot of trash stuff, but fortunately never any needles. Ooh. And yes, yum. I smell garlic. I don't know who's cooking with garlic, but I want to be their friend. So these are the guys you don't want to you don't want to push. I remember correctly, this particular armory was built in the 60s or was 70s? It was the early 70s. You can tell by the style, right? Be right back. You got it done. I'm enjoying this walk with you guys. Green lights, we're gonna cross. Woo! Don't get hit. No, at least not on purpose. See, I love places like this that have the gate right into the actual brickwork. Richard Bigley, AD 1875. So you can imagine what this looked like before they put the newer glass in, but you can still See the shape of the three windows on the second floor. I guess you can kind of see it on the third, but they've clad over top of it. But the look and the design is still there. And you can see how close these buildings are butt up against each other too, huh? Those are all obviously newer windows in older buildings. I don't know what they're gonna do with these two little places. Actually, it looks like the third one next to it has joined it. I don't know how old those buildings are, but you can see the age of the roof, huh? Can you imagine these as little houses just here with barely anything around them? And then everything just kind of built up. Who knows? Maybe at one time these two houses were like the owners of this structure or something. Lived next door. This one was tucked in between years ago, but not long enough. I mean, I remember that little building in between, the 94A there. I remember when that didn't exist. So that was built in my lifetime, but these were built much more before my lifetime. So was this beauty. Look at the brickwork on the side. Isn't that cool? I don't know if that's originally part of the building or not, but it's such a neat shape. And it looks like the top one's like an open patio or something. So I think probably the front is now a unit and the back is now an open space or beautiful, huh? Look at the big old church in the middle of modernism. You see, many years ago, City TV, City Pulse News, my father worked for them. City TV was, when I was a kid babysitting. See, there's a little door over here. We'll get over to it. City TV is like one of the biggest TV stations, right? So, here we go. That used to be the door to City TV. And they had little studios in the basement and on the main floor. And they were tiny back then. But boy, did they produce a lot of stuff. SCTV. And now they're this little restaurant and bar. Sorry, hold on. They redid the door. That's it, 99. They redid the door. The carbon bar. Okay, that door used to look like that door over there. Used to. Wow, they really did change it. So this main floor in the basement was CTV. See, old church in the distance. Old church. So many old churches. Television studio. And then the Chum building, which was up Yonge Street, was torn down a few years ago, which is a shame. It was built in the 1960s. It was a much newer building than 99 Queen Street here. So City TV and Chum were the same company, but one was the radio station, one was the TV station. And then they merged them into a much larger building further down on Queen Street. And then a few years ago, while Martin and I were still in BC, they tore down the old Chum building. The sound driving over streetcar tracks makes. So I am carefully watching the time. See the pawnbrokers over there? They've been there forever. I've never known this block without them. Them and McTanny's. They've been there forever. See, streetcar driver changing the tracks because he's going to make a turn. Henry's camera. I was very happy to see them still here. I used to get all my stuff from them as well. Again, Old Church. Everywhere you look, Old Church. That is the city. Look at that yellow, huh? They've been there forever too. The Shawarma King. So you saw the gentleman getting out of the streetcar. So what he did was he put a little metal bar in. And let me get up and out of the way. So what he did was he see where the connection where the track is? The streetcar before him had it turned in order to go south or north. But he wanted to go straight through. So he had to get out and change the track. So I never knew if they were communicating with each other. Like, did the guy in front of him say, I did this? Or is it something they see and they're not observant? I'm not 100% sure. But I'm used to streetcar drivers getting out with their metal implements and changing the tracks to be what they need. What a cool building with the tower. The church? This one? Or the yellow one? Yeah, the yellow one's a cool, it's kind of a medieval castle type thing, isn't it? Just kind of stuck on the corner like that with the metal, the metal roof. But I love the number of churches that are in the city. Oh, I think I need some water. My throat's dry. Now, I've been inside of this church. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous inside and out. There's a lot of big old churches in the city. Kind of like Chicago in that way. Descendant of a small frame chapel built in 1818. King and Jordan, now the site of the Canadian Bank of Commerce building. Metropolitan Church was erected in 1870, and the interior was rebuilt in 1929, following a disastrous fire. Now stands together with the church house as a symbol of Christian witness and service. Find it actually, there's not much left of it. Half of it's already gone. I can't remember. If I remember correctly, it was along the lines of they were going to tear it down for. And why is my hands-free chirping at me? Can you guys hear me still? My hands-free is making chirping sounds. The first missionaries from Canada to Japan were commissioned in this church on May 7th, 1873. You can hear me, okay. For some reason, my hands-free was chirping. There's a chance that my hands-free into that. Yeah, you see behind that first. That's the mission house that they're talking about. The steeple, you see, and that's steeple United Church. So you can see churches are really close to each other, from really different, but just as old. Just branches of the same religions. Can hear you in traffic not going past me. I'll let you go work outside. Oh, okay. So in essence, you can hear me. Yay! So many churches, old cities being torn down or rehabbed into something else. Okay. My earpiece just chirped again. Interesting. I do not want to cut this short. Choppy, huh? See, I have a great signal. At least according to the phone, I have a great signal. Oh, Habs, don't go screwy. This is partially a test for tonight. All of a sudden my audio disappears. Let me know. Let me know when you're on this walk if you find any pants in the street. Well, I knock on a 10 door, I might be able to find pants. See, all these old buildings just tucked in between all the new ones. There used to be an plane inside the plane. Another old building next to that. That's it. Okay, I just got a connecting signal. Pops, what you doing? Okay, so I keep getting a message saying my connection keeps getting lost. It's a maid company on the corner. Interesting. I love these to keep people from sitting on the ledges. Makes them look like Lego. Your feet is also very walky. That makes sense since I'm walking. You can see they're planning to add to the top of these old buildings more levels. And they're looking at a lot of glass. I guess that's the joy of not being in an earthquake zone. Waka, waka, waka. Yeah, my concern is going over my data plan, but I don't want to care. I want to talk to you guys. Buildings in the way? You really? I got so much padding that would not bother me. I'm having a hard time with my knees lately without the arch support to my shoes. So you got to line up to go into Eaton Center. They've only got the one entrance open. So this is the lineup to go into the center. So Eaton Center is a huge mall, but they still want to control the number of people. If you come in through the subway system at the moment because of COVID, they tell you to go outside right away. You can't go into the mall. Woo, 80s music. Electrical motorcycles. There you go. Old City Hall. Walking. Not walking, silly. Oh no, I wanted to see walking, so I did. Yeah, it keeps blinking at me, something about the signal. So I'm gonna go up here on the grass. There we go, Old City Hall. Sure. Facebook user couldn't see my comments. Well, no, he can't. That's okay. It's probably red eye. Hello, New York. Hi, Tinker. So this is Old City Hall. Again, one of those places I always sat, when I was a kid. Just kind of let the world. There we go. Now, if it was on the hour, it would have the chimes for the hour itself. This building has been chiming since, yeah, 3:45. That's right. This building has been chiming since the beginning of its time. I'm gonna actually go where there's a little less people. Not much, after all, it's downtown Toronto. Yeah, this is when social distancing becomes a very difficult thing. Okay, here we go. Designed in 1887 via E.J. Lennox. In one structure, these municipal buildings combine a city hall in the east portion, a courthouse in the west portion. The building constructed mostly of Credit River Valley sandstone. A lot of the older government buildings are made of sandstone, which is kind of amazing because when you think about it, sandstone isn't really that solid, but you put it under this much pressure, it's really easy to carve and it will stay in place. It was begun building in 1889, but not opened until September 18th, 1899. So it took them 10 years to build the building. Round arched and richly carved in its Romanesque revival style, and popular in expanding cities throughout North America. The interior is incredible. It really is. The big stained glass window is a very common thing amongst the Parliament buildings as well. Queen's Park also has a massive stained glass window, like ceiling. And it's a ceiling. It's beautiful. Big Ben is down for renovations. Is it? What's Brad? It sounds like a bell. Bong, bong, old school bells. Yeah, this is a lot bigger than an old school bell. But this is all sandstone. I mean, imagine getting paid or hired to carve that. You see the face? Come on over to this side. There's one over here as well. You see the old man's face? And the huge gargoyles off the tower. Guarding the tower. Let's see if I can zoom in. I love this building so much. Another time we'll have to start from here. All sandstone. So you can see the kind of granular texture. And if you look very carefully in those carvings, you'll see all the lettering. Municipal and the crest of the time, and then buildings carved right into the design. Oh, I can smell the chips. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. War Monument. Done in marble. This is all new structure. This wasn't here before, so they've added on top of an older building underneath. And they're apparently going to be building on top of the Hudson Bay Company. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Hi, guys. So I'm going to let it go because I keep getting this message saying something about the signal. And I'm not sure what's with my phone. My data plan's going to run out before the month is over. So I'm a little concerned about that. But I wanted to come for a walk with you guys and be able to say, hey, tonight we have the COVID costume contest. And I'm hoping people will join in. The rules and everything are on the page. And you get all the answers there. If you want, leave us a message. But between 7 and 7:45 is check-in. If you want to check in before that, just find the up-and-coming broadcast. I tried to put the picture up in the rules, but for some reason my iPad wouldn't do that. So Haps was fighting with my iPad. So have a great day. Thank you, Katrina. See you tonight. You got it, Harold. There she is. Hi. So yeah, I'm going to head off. I'll talk to you all later. And yeah, stay safe, hang in there, and we'll see you soon. All right? Remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can. Everything will be fine, all right? See you tonight. 5. Oh, hold on. 4 for the check-in. Eric, if you want to be part of that, that's fine. But 4 for the check-in in your time. 5 for the actual competition. It's just a matter of, Eric, we just sit there and we watch them do their thing. Let Martin and I lead. And then when they're gone, either tonight or tomorrow morning, what's best, for you, I'm not sure. But we will do a Facebook Messenger, and this is another reason I have to stop talking. I am so dehydrated right now. I need liquid. So, yeah. So tonight, come on and okay. There are 2 people walking down the street saying unite for love and free hugs. It's COVID time, folks. Okay. I want to hug too, but you don't see me doing it. All right. I'm going to go. But Eric, yeah, I suggest tomorrow, midday. Why don't we say noon is the plan for my time. I will send you a Facebook message, and we will sit down on Facebook Messenger, and we'll discuss it. And then tomorrow night at 8, we'll get on and announce the winners. And that'll also give me enough time to make the other ribbons because we're still having a problem with our temperature in our place. We did 3 prints last night, 3 prints, 3 attempts, and none of them turned out. Hold on, folks. I hear speakers and I see cop lights. Oh no. Want me to stay on a minute longer? Do we want to see what this is? I'm putting my mask on. For me, 1 p.m., 12, 11. That'll be 10 a.m. for you. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing big. Hopefully the cop cars are just for safety. Is it the coming of the Lord? I don't know. You guys want to find out? You guys can hear me okay with the mask and the hands-free? Oh boy. Hold on. Okay, that's officers stopping cars. My nice casual walk may have just turned into something else. Why are they stopping cars? And that's officers coming out of the area. 1 p.m. my time is 10 a.m. yours. Oh, they might be coming to us here. Seriously? Yeah, this broadcast has turned into something very different. Yeah, that's truly Canadian, okay? Of course, traffic just wants to go. By putting on a mask, they probably don't believe in you. Oh, let's hope it stays. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Did you see the hammer and sickle? Oh my god, what's the Soviet Union got to do with the virus? Oh, remember, this was Canada. That has nothing to do with Trump. They are definitely anti-maskers because I don't see a mask in the whole group.
This is a freedom protest. You're welcome to join. It's freedom. Ignore the media lies saying it can't stop.
Oh, and you guys think Canada is so innocent. Yeah, freedom does work both ways. You're very right. Guy walking around with some sort of paper, but not really handing them out. That's not very supportive of his cause. Gee, maybe I should be at the other one because that's where things will break out. Cop cars at the back to make sure no one tries to run them over. Makes the guy want to carry a can of Aquanet in the later. Yeah, but they're not wearing masks. There's nothing flammable about their faces. Unfortunately. That's 3 people now that have walked past with their little newspapers and not handing them out. So that's it. Hey, you guys want to put me in for broadcast of the week for this and tonight's costume contest? Oh, oh boy.
Good job wearing a mask.
Thank you. Oh, I just got a good job for wearing my mask. That's cute. I like my mask. It's like wearing a scarf. Oh, yeah, the remark earlier about it's chilly. It's not. Oh, it's about 12 degrees. But it's sunny. I'm only wearing my jacket. So they'll get bigger as they go. They usually do. More and more people join later on. It's usually the way it happens. You're not feeling loaves of bread to camels. Yeah, really. Nice. That's your favorite area. Four o'clock. Well, and this is the thing too, you know. Well, we're checking the flammability of the face. They care enough for the safety areas. No, you're right. You're right. Well, this is it. Whenever you have a large concentration of public, you know, population, this is what happens basically. right? You get so many different opinions and philosophies and ideals in one area. And somewhere like Toronto, Toronto's actually physically a small city, even with the amalgamation of its boroughs, becoming the sixth, makes it a much larger population, but still physically the boroughs are still, population-wise, a lot thinner than the downtown core. Of course, they're exercising the right to protest. But what's a protest? I mean, a protest against people having their own will or putting other people at risk. I mean, I don't get it. Just do what you're gonna do, and thanks for the laugh. You're welcome. Do what you're gonna do, and no puzzle in this muzzle. To this muzzle. I like my mask. I'm wearing a Scottish tartan hat and a Scottish tartan mask. What's wrong with that? I like it. All right. I'm going to come over here where there's really no one in this back corner. I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. That's Osgood Hall. We'll do that another day. See, you can tell how many pigeons the city has by how much poop is on the back of a bench. How's that? Let's sit on the one that doesn't have a back. Wow. That was exciting. That was really exciting. Would 4 p.m. your time and 1 p.m. my time work the video chat? Oh, you want 1 p.m. your time? I can try to, yeah. What I'll do is I'll have to get a hold of you tomorrow because we're not sure how things are going to work tomorrow. We still want to get as much stuff as possible. We're hoping if we can up our little schedule for moving stuff over, that we'll be able to provide more from an internet connected at the new place. And we're hoping that we can get more money back. We put some things up on Marketplace to sell. If they sell really fast, or if we can move them to an empty storage, that would be great, right? So you are welcome for the laugh. I didn't really stop to talk to anyone. I didn't see a need to. But I don't know if you guys want to share just that part. I don't know. Can Haps share from a certain point? We should show the rest of the world how Canada protests. We do more damage when we celebrate a win, especially a sports win. We do tons of damage. But apparently, no. Well, they'll probably not necessarily. It doesn't always happen, but more often than not, you accumulate people as you go further up the street, and all it takes is the accumulation of one person. You hype someone up, and they lose control. And you can see my eyes have been watering because my makeup is smudged. But yeah, it's yeah. So share this, or share the up and coming contest, or anything like that. Remember the one broadcast there for 7 o'clock, between 7 and 7:45 is people checking in. You'll be checking in the comments. You'll be telling us that you're interested. First come, first up. And you guys will be assigned your spots as you come over. So first person gets 8:15, next person gets 8:30, and then 8:45, and then 9. We're going to try not to go past 10. We're going to try not to go past 2 hours. And if people take less than 15 minutes and the next person is around, we will easily up the schedule, whatever keeps you guys happy. And we're going to have fun with it. And we're going to have a good time. And we're not going to worry about the anti-maskers and all that stuff. Yeah, it's scary. All those people walking around together. And like I said, they'll get bigger and bigger, probably when they get down to Yonge Street. I think it's always funny that we always have cops at the back of a protest to keep cars from running them over. And not to control the crowd, to keep cars from running them over. It's very Canadian. But you're right. Put a couple mango hats on them, you'd have a Trump protest. People are angry, and it's an overpopulated, overcrowded city. I'm very upset about having to move out of the city core due to our situation. But at the same time, the city's here. It's not like I can't come down. And transit's not that pricey. Parking's more money. There'll probably be times we come down to park. Don't know. So mixed feelings right now. We're going to have fun tonight, right? Share, subscribe, share, all those other things. Did you get to the post office? Yes, Katrina. Or Martin was supposed to today. So you'll get a notice. Or did you get? Oh, you got a notice. Yes, it's with Martin. Oh my God, my brain is like, where is it? It was amongst the stuff that he put in the car earlier today. So it probably won't register until Monday because that's when the pickup is. But yes, it went out with Martin today. Oh my God, I can't remember what day it is, let alone where I am half the time. After this move is over with, everything will be clear. But yes, Katrina, all is good. All right? Okay, I gotta go. I got a notice yesterday. Yeah, that's when we bought the postage. So it went with Martin this morning. So yes, if it went into the post office today, it'll go out Monday. It'll be exciting today. Yes, it will. Yay! All right, Katrina, thank you. See everyone tonight, all right?